Welcome to Belly Dance Biz Builders. I'm Orit, dancer, instructor, and proud owner of a thriving belly dance business. In this podcast, I'm giving it to you straight, revealing what it takes to kickstart and grow your dance business for the income you deserve. If you're a seasoned instructor, a passionate performer, or dreaming of turning your love for belly dance into a thriving business, you're in the right place. Tighten up those hip scarves and join me on a ride of truth smacks, tips, and inspiration. Let's do this. Hey there, and welcome back to another episode of the Belly Dance Biz Builders podcast. My name is Orit, and I'm your host, and this is episode 20. Can you believe that already? Woo! Okay, so today we're diving into another crucial topic. And this topic is for all the instructors out there. All right, so here's a scenario. Let's say you have your marketing down, that your website is on point, and your social media is amazing. You get people to show up to your classes, but then they just don't seem to stick around. What is happening is that they're letting you know that something was off in your class by not returning. That means it's time to look deeper under the hood. Okay, now some of you know or may not know that I've been teaching in the dance and fitness industries for over 25 years and taught over 5,000 classes. So I've learned a thing or two, and pretty much I've learned most of my lessons. But the biggest lesson I've learned on how to retain students is create an exceptional student experience. That's it. You've got to create that experience for the student for them to keep coming back. Now, statistics say that instructors have a turnover rate of about 6 to 12 months. Now, but for me, because I've worked on giving students the experience they want, I've been able to maintain students on the average of 3 years or so. Look, when I first started to teach, I had to work at it. Yeah, I even had a disadvantage back in the day, and we're talking about the 90s, because I was short, or I still am. I'm dark-skinned, right? I'm not a well-known fitness instructor. I'm not even a well-known belly dancer, right? So it was way easier then to get students through the door, especially if you were a fitness instructor to the stars, or you were a part of a famous belly dance troupe like Belly Dance Superstars. Now, I'm not trying to diss those who were able to get students because of that status. I'm not trying to diss it at all. Congrats. I mean, they're super, super lucky. But what I'm saying is that I had to learn, I had to pay my dues, and I had to figure it out, right? But now, here's the interesting thing, though. To this day, I still experience this when I'm taking workshops. Here it is. Knowing how to dance versus how to teach are two completely different skills. I repeat, okay? This is for those instructors out there. This is for those people who are taking workshops. Knowing how to dance versus how to teach are two completely different skills. You can have kick-ass marketing, right? You can come from a famous belly dance troupe or have been on a DVD or an instructor to the stars or even on TV for that matter. But that won't retain students. It may get people through the door though. But what makes students stick and come back week after week, month after month, and year after year is when the instructor makes it easy for students to learn from them, which then makes the students feel successful, and which then the students have fun. Look, having a class filled to capacity or having students who stay with you for years is like hitting the jackpot, right? Because it's where you grow and it's where your profitability grows. So it's really worth it, folks, to concentrate on this aspect of retention. Okay, this is my super favorite topic to talk about, if you can't tell. So going forward, I want you to think about clear communication. I want you to think about personality. I want you to think about fast responsiveness, and a whole lot of wow factor. So if you want to create a lasting impression for your students, keep listening. Okay, so it's pretty simple, guys. You need to figure out this first. You need to put yourself in your students' shoes. So I want you to think about it. If you were just starting off as a new student in your classes, the first question is, how do you want to feel? Number 2, what questions would you have as a student? 3, what expectations would you have? Number 4, would you want support or possibly be corrected by the instructor? 5, what would you need to get amazing progress? And 6, what would just absolutely blow you away? Want to learn how to fill your classes and the business behind your dance teaching biz? Then I urge you to check out the Sharkey Instructor Academy. And all you have to do is set up a discovery call with me, totally free, at orit@sharkey.com. Or you can simply apply at sharkey.com/teach. All right, guys, so let me start this for you, so that you can get a feel of how you should reflect, and what you should be thinking. Okay, so as a student, would you want your instructor to babble or get to the point, right? No shade if you want them to babble. It just depends what you're there for. Some people want to go to class because it's a get-together, it's coffee clutch time. Some people want to go to class because they want to get value and get shit done and learn something, Now, how about learning? Are you the type of student that likes to ask a lot of questions about the moves? Like, how do you do that again? Or can you repeat that? Or would you rather understand the movement right from the start? Now, how about dancing? Do you want technique and drilling in the beginning of class, or would you rather dance right from the start? Again, these are just questions to ask yourself as a student. Next, are you okay with an instructor not preparing before and figuring things out on the fly during your class time? Or do you need consistency, like remembering which leg they started on? And again, some may be okay with this, because some may feel like, oh, it's a collaboration with the student. But some may want an instructor to prepare. It's about what you want. Now, the next thing, how about options? Are you okay if the instructor gives you one way to do something, and if you feel challenged, you assume that it'll just take you longer? Or would you rather have other ways to do a movement? Now, what about being corrected? Are you there just for fun and don't want to be corrected? Or would you want to know if you're not executing a move in an effective way? How about getting notifications or staying connected as a student? Do you need emails? Do you want reminders? Do you want the instructor to come early or stay late for questions? And what about voice projection? Do you want to be able to hear the teacher, or are you okay with just following along? All right. So pretty much, guys, the journey from having students walk through your door to keeping them engaged and loyal for years hinges on the quality of the experience you provide. Your marketing, website, and social media can attract students, but the true measure of success is in your retention. So ask yourself, how would you want to feel as a new student? And remember, students just don't want to learn. They want to feel connected, understood, and supported. So when you prioritize these elements, you'll not only retain students, but also create a thriving, vibrant community that reflects your passion and dedication. So keep learning, keep growing, and keep making that exceptional student experience your top priority. Your efforts are going to pay off, I promise, in the form of loyal, enthusiastic students who can't wait to come back to your classes week after week. So reflect, folks, answer those questions, and you give them the experience that you want. Thank you so much for listening, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and leave a review. And as always, keep dancing, keep teaching, and keep creating those exceptional student experiences. Until next episode, go and kick ass.